Hey guys, Lance Scott Lighthouse. We're going to try this again. I was halfway through this and I heard from one of my best friends from Mississippi, Shy. I miss her so bad. I've known her since she was about 15 years old, and she is one of my 3 best friends in the whole wide world. So, guys, we're going to do a little combo today. First of all, let me show y'all my layout. I've got some of my rocks here I'm going to go through. I've got my angel candle burning. Okay, I've got my Mercury candle burning. I've got my layout of the runes that I did, the reading I did for myself a couple of days ago that I want to share with you guys. And I got some lights. I got my little lighthouse picture here going. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get to the rocks afterwards. But I am going to put my, let's see, I'm going to do this little holder that I have here, put the phone in here, and I'm going to actually pick it up and move it, guys, because when I didn't realize the other day, it makes so much noise. So I'm going to show y'all Algiz, Isa, Burka, and Sowilu. This was a reading that I did that I did for myself, and I'm going to tell y'all all about it here, okay? So this was just a personal reading, like I said, and my question was, how do I bridge the gap between my waking world and understanding what the universe is telling me, okay? And on Algiz, why don't we do this? We're going to set them up like this because they're square, and I can do that. Algiz, Isa, Burka, and Sowilu. So, when I got Algiz also has to do, because it looks like a person with their arms raised up to heaven. I went, first of all, I have 3 different books on runes, guys, and sometimes if the messages aren't coming through clear, I will go back and look at my books to see what stands out, because sometimes I'm not sure what the message was. And because I got Isa and was just frozen, standing still, and Burka, and then Sowilu, I wanted to make sure I knew what the universe was trying to tell me. But Algiz also means drawing divine energy from above, needing protection, but protection is assured. So what I felt like it was saying was, do the work, okay, have faith in the work that you're doing, but also have faith in the universe, and that you have to let the universe do its work too. It has to do its part. So you can ask for something, right? Because I was wanting to know how to bridge the gap between the waking world and understanding. I have to do my work, but I have to also stand still and let the universe do its work. Okay? So whenever you ask the universe for anything, guys, you have to make sure that you do your share of the work, and then you let the divine do its without you interfering. You have to be faith. Your faith, my faith may have been being tested a little bit because I wasn't having faith on some level that the universe was, going to bring to me what I asked for, okay, or what I'm wanting to accomplish at this time in my life. So telling me to stand still after asking is saying, the universe is saying, I have to do my share. So you just have to have faith that everything's going to come that is supposed to come to you, and then everything's going to be born, okay? So Burka means birth mother, and it also means nurturing, fertility, healing, growth, spiritual growth. So by letting the divine do its share of the work, okay, I do my part, the universe is doing it. Sowilu, and then things can continue and be, the partnership itself can grow. Okay, so then with Sowilu is the sun rune. It means success, light of God, light of creation. It symbolizes consciousness, vitality, life force, the will, and the desire. So when working with the design, you've got to remember that it is a partnership, and that to get success, you have to be your own self. You can't do it all by yourself, so don't be overconfident, okay? You are only part of the solution. The other part of the solution is letting the divine work its magic too. You have your own magic, but you also have to have faith. Your faith is being tested because you have to have faith that the universe is going to bring to you what you've asked for. So I was going to originally keep that to myself, but I thought this would be a good thing to talk about with y'all, because sometimes sometimes you ask for something and then you worry and you sweat over it, when instead you should ask for it and let it go and let the divine work its magic. You work your magic, have faith in your magic, but let the divine bring it to you. You cannot force creation of anything. You have to let the universe do its share, okay? And letting the universe do its share means that with Zoe Lou, you will have success. Okay, because I was actually had in the back of my mind a couple of things to do with the channel, where I wanted to go with the channel, and the universe is telling me, have faith, it's coming. Anything that comes up that you put out there, you have to let the divine work its part too. Okay, guys, I actually thought that was excellent. I have wrote this down from my journal. Okay, so I've got my personal reading here. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, and I wrote that out, and that is going to go in my journal. Okay, now let's get to the rocks. All right, so guys, this is part of my collection, and what I have here is some orange calcite, blue calcite, and I have some orange calcite. Okay, and I actually took the time to write it down so that I could tell y'all what it is. Calcite in general has to do with spirituality, centering, peace, love, healing, purification, money, protection, and energy. Blue calcite, this beautiful stone right here, and these are not tumbled, guys. It has to do with healing and purification, and you can put it between blue or purple candles to focus on healing for yourself. So if any of you ever get any of this, I guess this is why I feel so strong about blue being a healing color. Blue's just a relaxing, cool, waiting, it's just a cool energy, okay? So you can use this, like I said, and put it between blue or purple candles and focus on healing for yourself, all right? The orange calcite, and look, guys, I have two beautiful pieces here. This one, I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. And it's not tumbled. And, you can always put these things, rocks, in a little pouch, especially ones that are healing and have special purposes. Look at this one, guys. This one look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Almost looks like a piece of candy, doesn't it? Orange calcite is for protection and energy. So if you were feeling, well, yesterday I didn't even think about using any rocks, guys, because I just stayed in bed all day. I just did not feel good. And I cannot find a meaning on the yellow, but to me, yellow could be for mental clarity. Maybe you felt foggy about a decision you needed to make, or you felt pulled in two directions. You could put a piece of orange calcite underneath your pillow and say, hey, universe, I want to use this orange calcite, this yellow calcite to help me get clarity on something I'm thinking about, or something, clarity of mind. So you could do that, okay? And then here I have a piece of beryl. Beryl is good for psychism, healing, love, energy, and anti-gossip. So you could use it to help bring certain psychism things to yourself. You could use it to help to do some healing, if like either for mental healing or physical healing. And this is just a pretty little piece. I don't know how well y'all can see it, but it's just really beautiful. And that's a piece of beryl. And this is one of my most favorites, guys. This is pink quartz. Pink quartz is great for if you're depressed. If you pick up a piece of pink calcite, or pink quartz, pink quartz. This I've been planning on making a necklace. I have almost lost this rock 3 different times and managed to find it again. Rocks tend to, after they've done whatever they can do for you, rocks tend to get lost very easily if you don't keep track of them. And I've had a couple over the years. I actually lost one time on a walk, and a couple of days later on the same walk to the store, found the rock. I think I told y'all this one before. Found it again. But this one I want to actually I finally found my jewelry making kit, and I'm going to put an end on this and put it on a chain. and I'm going to wear that. Pink calcite is great, or pink quartz is great for if you're depressed, for making you feel, helping you to feel more cheerful and chasing away the blues. So if you have a chance to get a rock to begin with, go with a piece of pink quartz to begin with, because when you're depressed, you can, guys, seriously, even just sitting here holding it and touching it, it just makes me want to smile. So I'm sitting here with a big silly grin on my face while I'm showing y'all this, because it does just make you feel better. And this is a beautiful tumbled specimen, and it has been, I've had this one for I bought this one in Florida, I believe, so I've had this one over 25 years. Absolutely love it. And then, guys, this here, this is 2 pieces of tourmalated clear quartz that I bought. I had a big piece of rock that had quartz on it, and it had tourmalated quartz pieces like this. And when a friend of mine's boyfriend bought a quartz for her, and she asked me to check it out, I did, and I brought it out. Actually, Shy was with me at the time. We were at the pawn shop and wanted to look at some stuff at the pawn shop, and she showed it to me, and I picked it up and I felt it, and I said, hang on a minute. I said, before I say anything about this piece that you have, I said, let me go ask my friend Shy to look at this. Shy looked at it, and she looked at me, I looked at her, and we both looked at each other, and kind of laughed, and she says, yeah, this isn't real. I said, no, it's not, is it? She says, nope, it's plastic. So guys, when you're buying rocks, make sure, like clear quartz, most rocks, they will not feel like plastic. Pick up a bead. Pick up one of your kids' beads off a Mardi Gras bead, or, beads in the store, and feel how they feel. They feel different. This is a rock I literally broke off a bigger piece to, and this isn't one of the ones I gave her, but I actually broke up a favorite rock to give this girl a real crystal. And then when I brought it to her, she felt them both, and she goes, wow, I see the difference. And I told her, I said, anytime you go to a rock shop or something, make sure you know that you're not buying a piece of plastic. Actually, right now, I think a big thing going on is that people are taking regular rocks and dyeing them to look like a real rock, and then charging people. I mean, some rocks are saying are like, I don't know, something that's like worth, hundreds of dollars, and they're just scamming people. So make sure if you buy a real rock, especially like the quartz crystal like this, guys, it has a cool feel to it. And it literally feels like almost like a piece of glass. And you have to be careful of that too. People can sell you pieces of glass they've had shaped. This, see how it's got the piece where the end of it where it's foggy, where it broke off the original piece? Can y'all see that? Okay. And this one too. See where it's literally, it's tourmalated. This is a single tourmulation. And you can see where I broke it off the main piece. See how it's cloudy on the bottom? So guys, y'all be careful of that. If you go to a rock shop, make sure it's a reputable dealer. Be careful of buying rocks online, okay? And if you go look at K Dern 99, I think her name is, or Mooney Fine Minerals, both of them are official, I think she does stuff at home, but he has a shop. And both of them are on YouTube, and she shows you how to tumble rocks, and he breaks open geodes and shows you what's inside of them when people bring him stuff, and he also sells them. He is, I don't know about Kay Dern. I think she does her own thing, but she may be certified too. I think Mooney Fine Minerals is a certified gemologist. So guys, be careful where you buy your rocks. You don't want to buy something and then find out you got sold a bill of goods that was nothing, okay? These here are moonstones. These are 2 of the ones I bought. I bought this one at a later date. See, I can't bring it up closer. And it's got little fractures in it. This is a beautiful piece of moonstone. Here's another piece. And guys, I have had these. Oh my God, I've had these. Geez, I've just had these for like years and years and years. Now, moonstone. Let me tell you this. Here, let me show you this other piece of moonstone first. See, this one's got some white, I think something on the bottom of it. But it's got some other little something else that's mixed in there, maybe a little bit of agate. But this is a piece of moonstone. I absolutely love both these pieces. All 3 of these, I absolutely love them. I might put this one on a necklace at some time in the future, too. The other ones are a little too big for my liking. But look at that. Is that not just absolutely beautiful? And it's so small. Okay? All right, guys. On like I said, the pink quartz crystal is good for helping to dispel the darkness, and the clear quartz tourmalated is good for increasing the power of. It helps with your psychic abilities, psychic dreams, boosting up your energy. You can put it around a candle. If you're doing a candle working for bringing prosperity or love or protection or whatever to you, it will increase the power of things. Okay? Let's see. And then we have the adventurine here. What I do with my, because I don't always remember everything's for. So on this, no, the aquamarine is first and the adventurine is second. So on the aquamarine, guys, is good for psychism. Look how pretty that is. Oops. It's slick. Aquamarine is good for psychism, peace, courage, and purification. So if you wanted to, it's also good for courage. If you were going to maybe even go to a job interview and you wanted to feel more courageous, and maybe you wanted to just, you know how some of that stuff can make you really nervous? Well, aquamarine would help you to feel more courageous and give you some of that energy of, I can do this. I know I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's also good for psychism. You could sleep with it and ask for psychic dreams, or to increase the power of your third eye, or do, that kind of stuff, guys. Like I said, some of y'all, I encourage everybody to do their own research. Okay, so if you wanted to look these up and find your own meaning, or maybe you looked at it and said, I don't feel that from that. I feel something else. Explore that. You're never going to learn anything if you don't explore it for yourself. All right, guys? I highly encourage that. And then now we have adventurine. Adventurine, I think everyone could use some adventurine. Adventurine is great for mental powers. Let's see if I can't lay them down here where they're not on the little towel there. Okay, adventurine. Adventurine is good for mental powers, good for your eyesight, gambling, money, peace, healing, and luck. So say you wanted to, maybe mentally you had been feeling a little down and you wanted to take your power back. You wanted to have some peace of mind, and you wanted to heal something that you've gone through that you feel like is draining you mentally. Okay, you could put this under your pillow, go to sleep at night saying, okay, adventuring, I want to clear up this fogginess of my mental state. I want to heal it, and I want to have some peace of mind. So if you went to bed with that intent and slept on it for a couple of days, maybe and I would suggest on something like that, starting from the new moon to the full moon. Okay, maybe you could sleep with it like a week before the full moon, every night underneath your pillow. Folks, everyone's healing abilities are different, but I don't want to say I guarantee you, but if you made that your intent and that's what you focused on, you would help heal that, folks. Maybe you could even do a little jot down something every night before you went to bed on how you felt and how you felt the next day. You could maybe keep a little journal on that and to see how well that worked for you. Because not every rock is going to work for every person. I do want to say that as well. Silver Ravenwolf one time said in one of her books when she was doing a segment on rocks, she said malachite, which I don't have none of that out here. I have some, but that's not part of the collection today. She said it just does not vibe with her energy, and she just doesn't even use it because even though it's a great rock, it doesn't work for her energy. So you keep that in mind when you get rocks and decide to use them, to put them in pouches around your neck or something like that. Make sure that you, here, I'm going to put this mercury light candle out real quick, guys. I put you out in the physical, but you still burn in the astral, so that way the energy's still going for that. Okay, so if you find a rock that when you pick it up, it doesn't feel right to you, then maybe it's not meant for you. Rocks that are meant for you, you can actually have a little thing that I do here. I'm going to share this with y'all too. Okay, my holder out here. All right, so something I used to do, guys, was whenever I would go buy rocks for myself at places, I would rub my hands together. And then I would run my hands over the rocks. Oh, yeah. And feel the energy from them. And they would tell me which ones. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The burl's screaming at me. Oh, the burl is screaming at me. So, guys, this burl screaming at me is telling me that it wants to work with me. And because the burl is good for psychism and healing, love, energy, and anti-gossip, there must be something I can do with this. So, all right, guys, I got someone knocking at my door. Hang on a minute. And I wanted to go over this reading with y'all, and I wanted to share some more of my rocks. If y'all like this video and found something useful out of it, please like, subscribe, and share. I plan on doing more things with my rocks and doing more little readings. And I hope if you guys, or if you even know someone else that could get some use out of this, hang on a minute. You can share this video with them. All right. I love everybody. Lana Scott Lighthouse. Be a light in the darkness, guys. Shine your light for the whole world to see.